word. That's what happened. Protect the crown. Hello again. Soon the eclipse will be near. I'm really feeling the eclipse energy. But I don't think I'll be able to see it from my location. I believe it's going to pass through Ohio, but I am in Michigan. Hey, what's lots of meditations and healings today. Eclipse got people acting funny. For real, it is so true. When I go in the store, I change how my perspective on people. So before, everybody was projecting onto me and staring, and I was not trying not to make eye contact with people. But now I'm like, okay, well, since everybody's staring at me, I'm just gonna flip it around and I'm just gonna start staring, not staring, but looking directly into people's eyes, which is, and I count how long, how long people can keep eye contact, which is usually 3 seconds or 5 seconds. Because I can feel, and I can feel like their thought projecting, like envy or their energy. Like if someone really don't like me, I would just slowly turn and now just lock eye contact with them. And then I'll picture in my mind the vibration of like a heart or like a love vibration to neutralize their low vibrational energy. And I find it very effective. Yes, I definitely need to do that. Right now, currently, my current situation, I want to deprive what I have. But right now, I, I don't want to say I'm homeless because I say the woods is my home because I decided to like leave everything and move out here. And the way I have power on my phone, I have like this little generator where I crank it and it gives me electricity. Or sometimes I'll just go to the store and I'll just sit there and charge my phone. But going into a clothing line, that would be a whole nother journey to learn. It is so much peaceful living out in the woods. I had to move in deeper into the woods, further away from traffic, because I was picking up on so much of the collective energy. Like, so when someone drives past me, I could feel their thoughts moving across my head. Imagine like you see an electric ball, and when you put your hand on the ball, the electricity attaches to it. That's what it feels like in the center of my head. So whenever someone's walking past me, I can feel their thought stream moving as they move. And it doesn't matter where they can be, behind me, in front of me. I close my eyes and I can still feel where they're at. And usually I'm correct. If I close my eyes, usually probably 30 seconds before they come to me, I already know their intentions, what they feel about me when they enter my energetic field. Do you set up a print on demand so you don't have to use or touch and make design and post them on the site? Like maybe I could come up with shirt designs, but I want the fabric to be organic because the fabric definitely affect your vibration. Like I realize like some fabrics it feels alive and then some just feels like stagnant, like the energy is not flowing, it's not moving. Some fabrics it just feels like the energy is just it just it's like dead. That's all the only way I can explain it. It's like it's not living. Like if I touch this tree right here, um, you can feel like the energy of it flowing through your hands and flowing through your body. And same thing with certain fabrics. When I touch their clothes, like if it's made of cotton, I can feel that it's alive, or it has like that life force energy in it. I had a crystal tree, but the bottom broke off and it got a little bit rusty. But it's carnelian. This should help with solar plexus and sacral chakra. Hello, blessings. I really like using this rose quartz. It's becoming clear quartz. I can really feel like the energy. I would like make like crowns. Like I know most people probably think it probably look weird to someone walking around with like crystals in the head, but to me I like it a lot because I can really feel like the energy moving around. Like if I had a crystal like right here, because I can feel the third eye. And whenever I place a crystal on it, my perception like changed. So like, it feels different throughout my body. Or if I put a crystal right here, um, you feel the everything changes from like it's different. It is a blessing to be an empath. Today, I was like, it's the eclipse, and I was like, I'm not going to work today. And then I heard all these thoughts saying, you have to go to work. I said, I don't have to. Um, what I did is I go into a public place and I'll sit down. And the practice comes from people's projections. So you have to flip your idea of something negative. So when people constantly throwing their energy at you, instead of blocking it, allow their energy to come into you. But even if it's super low vibrational, don't label it as low vibrational. Label it as it's building you up. So basically, when I'm in a store and I go into a meditative state, I practice clearing my mind completely of all thoughts when I'm in the store. And the challenging part is when I everybody in the store is constantly bombarding me with their energy, it actually builds my strength up internally so that yeah, your saviors tomorrow. Your enemies can be your saviors tomorrow. Kindly and respectfully. Yes, that's to say love your enemies because they're actually helping you by showing you what you do not prefer, and it actually shows me when I'm in a low vibrational state because if I'm matching their energy, and if they're a low vibrational state and they're bombarding me, that means something within me is resonating with them. So what I do is I close my eyes, and so imagine if you're looking straight, you don't move your eyes at all, but if you move your awareness, you can raise your vibration just by doing that. You can raise your vibration just by having the intention or just the thinking about it. So like if I'm looking straight at the camera and I don't move my eyes, but I can still have my peripheral vision. If I move my peripheral vision up like a dial at different points, I can raise my vibration. And also like working with Archangel Michael, working with the angels and angelic realms, asking your spirit team. Your guides cannot they cannot raise a vibration, but they can show you how to raise a vibration. The ego portrays them as enemies. That is so true, correct. And I started to become aware of that in the last 2 days. Like everything for me happened at the last minute. It was the last minute. But I just became to that realization, maybe thanks to this eclipse energy, because yesterday I was in the store and I was trying to read my book. So even sometimes I'll practice reading out loud in the store. Like I'd be sitting in the Starbucks area and basically I'm identifying other people's thoughts. So someone sent a thought that's weird. I was like, so what in my head, and then neutralize it. And then someone sends a thought, like something you're weird or something. I hear it. I'm like, that is being part of life. So I immediately neutralize every thought that comes into me. So I'm constantly, when you're staying in the present moment, you're constantly analyzing. I shift into the state where I call it analyzing data, where I let go the human part of me and I move back into like where I'm just simply just observing. I'm not even thinking. I'm just analyzing, as I call it. So I do into the analyzing move. I move into the center of my head, and that's when I can start to feel all these wires moving around, and I can disconnect and connect which ones. So like if I'm ever feeling too much of people, I would disconnect from all the other people's thoughts, and I connect myself to the trees. So I'll disconnect and connect. A brand new MacBook fully iPad. Feel free. We are now manifesting a brand new MacBook fully. I am visualizing that. I accept that into my reality. Thank you. I'm really feeling you guys' energy. It's quality over quantity. Dreams are starting to become way more vivid. I don't even think I can even call them dreams anymore because now I can start to like realize the layout. Like before in the dream, it was only like I only visualized one part, but now it's starting to become like 3D. Or imagine like if you're looking at like a new apartment and you see like a picture, you see the layout of the building with the roof cut off. It is like that. So I can remember where objects are inside the dream world. So like in one of the dream worlds, I found myself in like a classroom, and in this classroom I was sitting, I start to see people who was in my day-to-day life sitting in the classroom, and sometimes I'd be showing them how to move energy. Um, Sometimes we were moving around, or sometimes you just there would be like a class and people would be trying to fly, and like I've had a problem where my legs was flying. The rest of my body was flying, but this part, like my head, was so stuck in the ground. So I was like upside down, and the legs was like flying in the air and stuff. It was very interesting, and that usually happens because just before you go to sleep, you can ask the your angels or teams and the specific thing you want to learn in the astrals. Like, so we say for instance, I want to learn teleportation, or I want to learn telekinesis better inside the dream world. I literally felt that. Like I felt a lot of pull. I was meditating today, this morning, and trying this Reiki thing. It really works. Just imagine a light flowing through your palm of your hands as purifying and cleansing. I literally felt my attention get pulled. Like, so when you post that, I felt like a hey. That was very interesting. It was like, hey. It's very interesting. This is like a very interesting portal. I was meditating today, this morning, and I was trying to imagine light. Let me put this on. I'm gonna do that right now. So you said Reiki works flowing. So I'm doing right now. I'm going to flow adamantine light particles by doing infinity breath. Entering my sacred heart, entering the sacred mind, flowing light through my crown chakra, flowing back down through my arms. Soul Tribe is here. I waited a long time for this. It's really funny how the Matrix and how all the systems, I see how everything was trying to keep me from realizing and merging with my soul tribe and discovering them ever since I was like a little kid, going to school, and how I never understand. Great day. I be singing. I sing sometimes. I just need to get better with the lyrics because I always get jumbled up with the lyrics. I need to fix that or let go of the belief system that has to be perfect. Singing and dancing. I love singing and dancing. Especially when I'm at work, it helps me get rid of like energies. Oh, it's like soon I say something about work, I feel this energy of like stiffness, like that vibration of stiffness. Not gonna think about work. Forget work. Not trying to connect into that vibration. It's like an egregore. Forget work. As soon as I start thinking about it, I start thinking about all the people in my job, and my ego comes in and start talking. I hear it saying, "Look what they did to you." Forget that. I got. That's the whole reason why I decided to take off work. I called today and I was like, "I'm taking today off," and the person was like, "Why?" I was like, "Well, I wasn't lying. I said I'm feeling this energy in my head, so I said I have a headache in a good way." 100%. Our minds are extremely powerful. If you want financial freedom, think of the terms in frequency and vibration. Money is energy. We remove negative programmings and reinforce positive affirmations. That is a lesson that I need to learn. I believe once I learn that lesson, I'll be able to have more financial freedom. Also, something that I'm becoming more aware of, and the reason why I'm starting to make more live videos, because all throughout the winter time, I have all these negative thoughts saying, I don't have a house, I don't have a car, um, and saying that I kept saying, oh, I'll wait until I have an apartment. And I realized every time I tried to get an apartment, something came up where I couldn't have the apartment. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it's a good reason for me not to be in an apartment because maybe right now I need to be separated and I need to be in the woods. And maybe there's a reason why I was led to be over here and led to buy all the things I need and let go of all the other things that I thought I need. So what I did is I let go gaming and all the other things I used to do and moved out into the woods and I bought a few books. I bought a really good book. Oh, what is this? I am breaking the curse of poverty over my bloodline and my ancestral line. Repeating daily, you'll be surprised. I'm going to say that when I wake up. Usually when I wake up in the morning, I say, thank you, Spirit. That is very powerful. I can feel the vibrations of the words. I am breaking the curse of poverty over my bloodline and my ancestral lineage. Repeat daily, you'll be surprised. I am the force behind my path to my ascension. My cells of my body are radiant and healthy. I'm releasing all negative programmings, thoughts and beliefs, resentments that does not serve my highest good, and establishing the programming of forgiveness, unconditional love, and balance. Was it fun, my guy? When video is over, go through the comments. Feel free to email. I got you. You can set up something when you're ready. Okay. I look forward to co-creating. I really like this crystal a lot. I've been saving. I saved up for this crystal for about a year, and I'm glad I did it because the price went up like twice. So I paid 500 for it, but the price went up, and now it's like 1,000 or 1,200. But this crystal, I can literally feel when it comes into my energy. If I feel my third eye, it really opens up the third eye in the crown. Thank you. I appreciate your words. They really help. And the vibration and energetic donation. It's said that the eclipse should happen around 2 to 3 o'clock. I may or may not see it. It might pass and I might not even see it. But I know I definitely would feel it. I appreciate it a lot. We are all limited editions and unique perspectives. And when I heal you, I heal myself. And when you send your vibrations of unconditional love, it helps me get through my tough times. And we're having an equal energy exchange. And the only way to grow is like when we learn something very important, when we share it with unconditional love, allows us to grow within our ascension. And I believe that's how it all works out throughout the universe. That is why the higher dimensional beings are helping us through unconditional love. So when we move to the fifth dimension, they will move up. So basically, the requirements to move up in dimension is by helping the others. So by lifting them up, lifting them up will allow you to raise up. And it doesn't even have to be by words, because I know I transmute a lot of emotions throughout the day through people I interact with. I get a lot of emotional cues. I can identify people's what they're feeling, not just through their vibration, but like through their shoulders, how their head is tilted, how their eyes are positioned. Also, I can see the level of stillness within their head. I can see their mental state by looking at their hands. People who's like very ungrounded, their hands shake a lot. But more still you become within yourself, your hands don't is not as shaking a vibration. And I became aware of that definitely because there was like this old lady, and I seen her that her hands were shaking. So I wanted to do a little experiment, which I should have wrapped myself in light before I did the experience, but I guess this was just a learning experience. Um, so I asked her to bring her hand out, and she gave me her hand, and I put my hand like this, and I touched her hand chakra. As my hand got closer to her hand was shaking, and my hand was still. As I moved my hand closer to her hand, my hand started to shake just like hers. And I moved it out, and then it stopped. And I moved it again, and it started shaking. So what I did, I asked her for permission. I grabbed the energy and I pulled it out. And I did that, her hand started shaking less. And then I imagined focusing energy into her left hand because I know it's connected to her heart. And as I did that, she stopped shaking. She was like this, and then she went like that. But then I ended up taking on some of that energy. So it ended up taking me an hour and a half to transmute that. So I'm gonna be a little bit more careful before I just go up and just take on someone's energy. But that was a great learning experience for me to see how I can affect the cells and the vibration of other people intentionally. I know last year around this time, no, I'm not even going into that. That's just looking into past energy. Only thing that matters is here now. Last year is gone. I see in the near future as we progress in the vibration, we're going to start to receive our natural abilities of telekinesis. Right now, we are in the beginning stages of it. I would go back onto one instance of last year. When I had LSD, that is when I was showing all the potential of what I can be. And that was the start of the spiritual journey. And that's why I know for sure, without any doubt, no amount of persuasion could have stopped me from my experience because I firsthand experience telekinesis, like speaking without using my mouth. And that is what anchored me to understand that there was more in this reality and everything was not as it seemed. But then when I did that, the negative side effect of that was I ended up tearing holes into my energetic field. And the process of healing that was not so pleasant. Because usually when you're feeling extreme pain, like in a body part, like your heart or your legs or like your lower region, your sexual reproductive organs, you feel extreme pain, it's because you had a major tear, but it's now healing. And the healing process is pretty painful. But if you just relax and ask for light, it'll clear out. But usually, like, you feel stiffness and like it just, it'll pass. It is very funny. So, when I was watching Ernest Vader's videos, how when he does this and fly off the ground, it is funny because in my dream state, that's exactly how you fly in an astral. Like, so in the astrals, you don't even think about it. You just step and just do this, and you're just flying, and you just fly, and you just go like this, and you're like this. I don't know. In the dream state, it's completely normal. Like, you see people just flying off the ground. But then when I'm over here, it's just something in my head saying that I can't do it, and it's like a block. It's like, oh, the process of it is like I can't process it. But when you're in spirit, in the dream world, you don't even think about it. It's like just like walking. You just step and you're just going up in the air, like just up in the air, like it's nothing. I don't know if it's past life memories or just practice or something, but I know it's very interesting, and I want to learn more about that in the future, perhaps. But first, I gotta focus on the basics of mastering my mind before I even think about levitation or any of the other type of stuff like that. I need to focus on mastering myself, because those are all natural abilities that we have. But first, we requires us to get to that level of vibration. Today feels so nice. Like, finally, it is spring, or the beginning of it. Michigan weather, one day it's snowing, the next day it's 70 degrees, the next day it's storming, the next day it's winter again. There goes another tree or branch. Another way we have to become aware of is like the vibration of food that we eat. Just as I was speaking, as how the person's hand was shaking, when the persons have that shaky energy and they put it into the food that you eat, when you eat that food, your internal, that vibration, it starts to shake. That vibration will be inside you. And then anybody who resonates with that low vibrational frequency inside them, they ate the same type of food, your internal organs, or like mainly your solar plexus, connects to that person who has a low vibrational energy. So your solar plexus are connecting through that link because you both had the low vibrational food. And I realized I felt that low vibration until I used the bathroom, and then it left. And I was like, it was the food I ate. It had that, it wasn't alive, it was low vibrational. And it was affecting me internally until it left my body. So now I'm becoming aware, like I stopped getting receiving food from other people without, unless it's or completely like plant-based, or not plant-based, but living food. It doesn't have to be plant-based because you can eat fish, but in smaller quantities and give thanks to the spirit in the cells and the vibration of the fish before you consume it. A great way to understand vibration and how to increase your vibration is by searching. There's these 74 or 73 files. It's called the Christ letters. It was channeled by a lady who worked with Sananda, Jesus, or you can call Yeshua, and he made the correct story, like the letters describe correctly of his experience and the true way of raising your vibration and entering the correct consciousness through the Christ letters. So as you listen to letters, and one thing, whenever you're listening to like information like the Christ letters, it's talking about the here and now. So if you focus on the vibration, whenever he describes something low vibration, you will feel that energy. Like it's describing the energy through, like, it's through feeling. So you will feel the vibration. And so like if he's describing impulses, for instance, the impulse that makes you or allow you to do something. So an impulse is what's guiding you through the reality. So how would I explain this? So for instance, you have an impulse will lead you to grab something specific in the store. So while I'm in the store, I'm listening to the impulses. So people is constantly sending their impulse to resonate with the vibration frequency. So imagine I walk past some donuts, some sweets in the store when I know I'm supposed to be in the fruit section. You feel that impulse. The impulse kind of just moves you. And I pay attention to the impulse. I'm like, what is this impulse? Is this impulse for my highest good, or is it someone else's vibration? And usually when I feel the impulse and I look up, I feel where the impulse comes from. I see someone staring at me, and it's almost like their impulse is trying to guide me. It's almost like people is trying to control energy, emotion, control me through my emotions to grab stuff that resonates with their vibrational frequency, and it's unconsciously. But if I recognize the emote control by others, people, or other energies trying to control me through my emotions, I negate their emotions, those emotions, and that impulse, and question it, because there's also energies, or egregores, or energies that speak to you in the way of, how would I explain this? So there's different energies. So like there's an impulse with, like, if you see someone who's seemed to be attractive. So like, so particularly, like you see a lady walking in a store and you feel her energy. You feel that impulse to make you be attracted. But you look into yourself. What is that impulse? Is that impulse really the impulse of lust, the energy of lust? And you realize, well, that is not part of core of your being, because you know, if you look into the 7 deadly sins, that is something that goes against your true nature, lusting for someone else instead of being in love with yourself. You're looking for you're looking for someone outside of yourself. So I let go of that emotion or that feeling because it's not who I am in my core. I don't need someone else to validate within myself. So I see people go in the store and I can feel other people, so I can feel her vibration or I can feel his vibration. You can feel them pulling on your chakra. So that lust feeling, you don't want to fall into it, because when you do that, you're giving them your sacral energy, your sexual energy, and that sexual energy is what builds your energy. So another way how to build and be able to feel energy is you have to conquer your sacral and solar plexus, because what allows you to feel and emotions and express emotions is through your sexual energy centers. So your sexual organs is what's allowing you to feel the energy, although along with your heart and solar plexus. So they all have to be in the vibration of balance. So also, um, a major one is resentment. When someone do something to you or perceive to do done something to you, you have to release resentment. You have to release envy. You have to be aware of how your thoughts are affecting. So there was a page in the Christ letters how Jesus said he became upset one day. And so in the example, there was an olive tree, or no, it was a fig tree, and the fig tree didn't have any fruit. And Son of God, Jesus, he cursed the tree. He cursed it, or he's like, damn you tree or something. And the next day he came back and the tree was dead. So when you realize the higher your vibration, the more aware you have to be aware of your thoughts, because the more your consciousness affect your reality. So you have to be aware. Hey, what's up? The more you have to be aware of your subconscious and your thoughts and how it affects the whole entire reality. Um, so, for instance, I touched on this the day before of how my thoughts was affecting my reality at work. I'm going to go back to work, and how my consciousness was affecting the machine, because the coworkers, imp, my coworker suggested that there was going to be issue with the machine. And I kept having that in my thought, look out for this, look out for this, look out for this. And so I end up manifesting a problem with the machine because I need to look out. So what the universe was listening to me and was saying, okay, he said, look out for a potential issue with the machine. And I manifested a potential issue with the machine. It broke down. And I was like, let me change how I think about it. Because then the coworker, before he left, he gave me his phone number and said, call me if you have an issue. And I was like, that is codependency, because I have to go to him to fix the machine. So I was like, no, I don't need to do that. What I did was I deleted his phone number out of my phone. And when I did that, the voice, the cord, the energetic cord to him that kept saying, call me, call me, call me, call me, call me, because the machine was broke, I deleted it. And soon I did that, his voice left. And when it left, I was able to close my eyes, move back, up, look at the machine and visualize the problem being solved. And all I had to do was click the reset button and the machine was fixed throughout the night. And just like that, the problem was over. And I manifested a different timeline just like that. So I want to say thank you, Sublunar Intuition. I watched your live stream today. It was very fun. I've been also getting a whole bunch of synchronicities that are 11 and 7. And the more I watch your videos, the more I'm able to like feel the energies. So like when I'm at work and you're describing the energies of someone, I can literally feel the energies of the person you're talking to, like the chords of the person. So yeah, I want to say thanks a lot. Yes, up the vibrational train. Also, you're also helping me, inspiring me to go into do more live stream videos. Cause I seen like your dedication to your channel. You just blew up from like the last time we talked. You was only like, was it? I think 300, and now you're like 1,200 subscribers. Oh, I remember. I'm going to use. I found this crystal on the ground today. It's all about faith and dedication. You got to have balance of both. Yes, I'm definitely to work on my dedication and the faith. I believe I have my faith. I just putting into action now. Stop waiting for something to happen for me. Yeah, I found this crystal on the ground. I don't know, it was calling to me. I like the energy of it. This black crystal. It was fated, co-created. The soul family. Scoop it out. I have also been using a lot of discernment when it comes to identifying information that comes into me. So whenever a thought that comes in and I ask it, I feel the vibration of it. I ask, is this information you're telling me of the light? And the second I say, are you of the light? And send it to them, they run, like they dip. I learned that from Constant Mesmer. She's a psychic who trains in telekinesis and identifying uh, energetic entities or entities. Always before I go to sleep, like sometimes in the middle of the night, I feel the energy and I ask it. I'm like if I'm reading a book and I feel this energy trying to tug and trying to make me mix up my words and trying to make me confused. I'd be like, hey, I'm trying to read here. If are you of the light? If you're not of the light, then return to your sender in the light. And I'm like, okay, goodbye, and I just push it away. I feel literally the whole presence just leave with my hand. I imagine like it feels like I can grab wherever the energy is. And I can just move it. I just grab it. Cause I'd be seeing that in like in the dream world too. I remember in the dream world, I found myself. I was in someone's basement, and there was writing and symbols all over the wall. And I remember saying I used Archangel Michael's sword of light, and I remember like just moving everything that was in there. I just moved it, and everything just cleared out. And I ended up walking from this person's basement, and they was smiling at me, both like a sinister smile, and I walked out of the house. Or sometimes I become very aware in a dream state when like something crazy happened. So in the dream state, I was flying over the water and I was moving the water around and I was going in and out of the water. I don't know if I was an animal or something, but I was flying around and I was going in the water and going out. And this thing came up and bit a chunk right out of my hand. And I flew back. I was like, ah. And the person was smiling. There was a different person who brought me to the place and I was smiling. And I was like, ah, I look at my hand. And then I literally seen everything like regenerate. It was like, it regenerated. And it just grew back. Everything just came back. And when it regenerated, I woke up and I looked at my hand. I grabbed it and it was vibrating like crazy, like it was on fire in my hand. And I was like, whew. It was crazy because I don't know whatever it was. It looked like an octopus or a squid. It literally jumped out of the water and bit my hand, bit my hand. So that was crazy. Very interesting dream. They be getting wild. Whoa, felt energy pulling my leg right there. As the days and days go by, it's like little by little, I'm like getting better and better of identifying these energies. There's always a lesson to be learned. God bless you, my friend. We are back again, sunbathing a little bit. Massive blessings of wealth and prosperity are being released from the Most High for you. All He asks is for you to pray and read. Subliminal OG tarot reader. What have been some trying to slander you in the dream state so they can track you? That is something like that before. Yeah, I end up. What happened? I actually remember a lot that actually happened. The dream usually start where I see some of my family members, and they'll be like upset because I'm aware. See, I'm feeling all. I just felt that resistance. That is funny. It's like no one want me to talk about this. So, 5D transiting happening worldwide. Um, while I'm being in a dream state, I see my family members. I remember one of my family members asking like, "How do you know?" She was so mad. She was like, "How do you know?" And I was telling them like, "Cause I could feel you." And it's like, "How do you know?" They're so mad. And then they try to. I turned my back, and when I turned around, they were trying to throw something in my face, and I moved back through the wall and was trying to splash you in the face or something. I moved back, and then what's that? We are here to break generational curses upon bloodlines, including our ancestors. This is why we are sent here, with amnesia is fading off. We have to forgive our ancestors and constantly pray and heal them. This is how blessings manifest. I accept that. I remember in the dream state recently, if I go back, let's see if I can memorize that memory. Move back. Because I usually write them down. When I wake up, as soon as I wake up in the morning, I just turn on the video audio record and then start saying what dreams or wild dreams I have. I do it every day because it happens every day. Every day is a new crazy adventure in the dream world. Some days it'll be like straight, what the heck is happening? And like the most horrific things could be happening in the dream state, and I'd just be like, oh, okay. Like chaos could be happening in front of me. Like some dreams I have, there'd be like futuristic battles be going on. I'd be looking like it's like I'm inside someone else's body, um, because I know I'm in someone else's body because I know I'm a different skin color. But I'm inside the people's body. There's these things running into this door. There's people battling and shooting. Everybody's screaming. People falling down on the ground. I'm like, what is happening? And then I jump out from that one, and then I wake up in another person's body. I look in the mirror. I'm a whole different gender, in someone else completely room. I'm like, what is happening? Then that happens. I go back, and then I go back. I'm walking, and the time periods are changing. Um, how different do you feel when light energy visits you? I love your Reiki sessions. When you're shifting timelines, you might experience dreams from past lives you have lived. So true. When I'm feeling the feeling of like an angel, like Archangel Michael or Sun and Da, when you feel their energy, um, especially like if I ask Archangel Michael, may I feel your energy? So as I feel his energy right now, it's like he's coming in, wave, and is like permeating through the cells of my body. Cause I feel like a sponge. Like I can feel energies passing through me. So when this energy comes over me, it's like enveloping me. Like so, imagine you have internal dialogue and you're talking, talking, talking. When Archangel Michael comes in, sometimes I have a visual reaction. Sometimes whatever is on me, my whole body will just like jump. Like my whole, it's like I get shocked. I get shocked and then a relaxation because I feel whatever it was clearing off. My hand starts shaking and the energy starts leaving out of the palm of my hand. Sometimes I feel the energy leaving out my leg. My whole body starts shaking and then it goes light and then you feel them coming in, and then you feel like your awareness go up, like move, 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 move. You feel yourself going up, like you're sitting just above your body. Yeah, it just above your body. That's what it feels like, but it's very like loving. Also, like because if it wasn't for Archangel Michael, because um you would feel his energy. There's this channel called Awakening You, and whenever you play the video, um that's where Archangel Michael is. He's most definitely on that channel because you feel that vibration awakening you. Whoa. It felt major pull. It was almost like I asked Archangel Michael to clear my throat chakra with the violet ray and the violet flame. Okay, that was interesting. Ask, is this energy of the light that's now entering my field? And I ask you, if you're not of the light, to return in the violet ray. Goodbye. Check the battery life. I get 16%. Give me 1 sec. I'm about to grab my charger. I got the hand crank power generator. It takes a few hours to crank it. It gives me power though. I need to get a solar panel generator too. It's funny if I start talking like gamer talk of like I could feel the mana in everybody, which is funny because the word mana is the sun. It means sun. It's a sun that's named Mana. Just like our sun is called Soul. So I was talking because I used to play a lot of Skyrim. Like I mean a lot. I used to play like 24 hours of Skyrim. So I was talking to people like Skyrim language. That also reminds me, working with the dragons, like dragon energy. Oh, there goes. Deuteronomies. He humbled you, allowed you to hunger, and fed you manna, which you didn't know, nor did your fathers know, that he might make you know that man shall not live by bread alone, but man lives by every word that proceeds from the mouth of the Lord. I see, this is wonderful. Mana, also you can call it lush, but the lush of higher vibration. I was watching the channel called The Dark Alchemist, and she was explaining a lush, and I was becoming aware how I was feeding other people through having fear. So I was shaking, I was thinking someone projecting onto me, and I sat back and I stopped. I was like, why am I having fear? Like, what is the reason? Like, if sometimes you just question the fear that's happening, like it's showing this person doing something to you, this person doing it. I'm like, but why? I just stopped. I'm like, but why should I be scared of it? Why should I fear it? And then I hear the energy trying to talk to me. I was like, but it doesn't make any sense. Can you make it make sense for me? And then I feel it stop, and I ask you, are you the light? And then it leaves. God works in mysterious ways. Big tip, if someone tries to feed you in dreams or you find yourself eating in dreams, wake up and rebuke the spirit. It's a poison that will poison your spirit body. Oh yeah, I learned that the hard way. And sometimes I realize now in the dream world, people give me food. Um, like we do things so point blank. Like we don't even try to hide what we're doing. Like so imagine someone give me food, someone give me a piece of food in the dream world and they're looking at me, I'm like, yeah, just drop it on the ground and start to continue talking. Like we do it, we don't try to like eat it and then pretend that we saw it. No, we literally just like toss it and like, oh yeah. Stuff like that. Your voice is how it can shake conditions of darkness. If you break the matrix of what will create our reality, good or bad, you speak positive, you will manifest positive. God bless. That is truth right there. When I try to make a reply, I'm asking, are you of the light? Just constantly trying to come back like, I'm trying to talk here. You should not give if it makes you unhappy or if you feel forced to give. Yes, because that will not be unconditional love. Only give if your heart is feeling it and you're in a vibration of love. Also, never give if you're expecting something. Feeling an energy shift. I call this the spaced out moment, where it feels like energy is almost like you're spacing out, like you. It's like a disidentifying energy. Is what I feel right now. Like the energy. What time is this? Probably 2:30 or 2. Yes, 2:20. 2:20. Each hour, the energy feels different. Like I almost can tell what time it is just by feeling the energy, because every hour the energy shifts. Like 3 o'clock feels different from 2 o'clock, or 2 a.m. feels different from 2 p.m. The energies are different. Yeah, I'm forgetting what time it is. Yes, it was very fun with you guys today. I probably should end it, but I'm like in this flow right now. Whenever I turn on the camera, it's like everything's changed. I just get into this flow state. It's almost like how Crying say there's something in a chair when he sits down. It's like there's something when I stand when I turn on the video, it just something changes. It's just almost like my guides are like with me, with me. Like here's a good example. Like when you call in a spirit guide, if you guys ever on Skyrim when they do like a shout, when he would like foos like that, you could feel or something like that. Like sometimes I would say like a chant or a word like really loud. You know, on the video game when he says the word and you see like the energy circling around him, all the energy circling around him, that's what it feels like. That's how it always felt like this. It felt like the game Skyrim was trying to tell me something. Like you read ruins, because it's so true. Like if I look at ruins or feel ruins, you could feel the energy. Like okay, so like different energies, like with the symbols, you could feel the energies coming from the book. Like so, like a ether, yeah, Gabriel, Miguel, which is Michael, Uriel, Raphael. You can literally feel since this is a portal. When you draw a star and put the star, when you write a star, it radiates energy outwards, and then when you write the circle around the star, or you can call it like the spell or something, um, it condenses the energy, so it focuses it. So when I shut the book, I don't feel it. When I feel the energy, I feel it washing. So I open it, I feel it radiating. I shut it, it's not there, radiating. So when I looked up Bashar and the different symbols, each symbol, like if you put your hand on it, you can feel the vibration of the symbol. Or just by looking at it or staring at it, you put your hand on it, you can feel like the symbol where is at on your body. So that was fun. Since I got this book, I always telling myself I was gonna fill this book up with stuff. And then also my mind is like, you need perfection, but I don't really need that. But I just got all these different symbols in the book that activate different energies. So this one's called Connect. Also, you can like visualize these. So like as Bashar said, to dial in to this Isani's vibration, you close your eyes and you visualize a black square with a blue black background. And when you do that, you can literally feel like in Bashar's energy. So you like close your eyes and you see the triangle in the vibration. You can literally, if I do it right now, you can feel their energy. So yeah, you can feel it, their energy. Bashar, he be like, and to you, good day. That's even like, it's so funny when he say that because the vibration just rises up. I'm hearing Ralph Smart inside my head right now. When he'd be like, how do you say? He was like, um, breathing in that good ass prana. That's what he was like. He'd be like raising the vibration. When he say that, I used to say that at work just because sometimes I'd be at work, I just say something randomly out loud because like when and a whole bunch of people was when I'm feeling a whole bunch of energy projecting onto me, sometimes I gotta clear my energetic field. So sometimes when I leave out of work, sometimes to release all the energy, I'll be like, Foos! And you just all the energy is clear. So anything that was attached to me just releases out. Just release off me. And I'm deep in the woods far enough for nobody to like really notice. So that's why I like living out here. You can be loud as you want. Like can do my chants in peace. I can feel the energy shifting again. Well, it's almost about that time for me to close this off. I may be live again later on today when I get my phone charged up a little bit more. I want to say thank you to all who joined me. I'll check out emailing you when I get a chance. Just gonna pull a few more out. May your day be filled with lights. I'm gonna seal this off with the violet flame and Archangel Michael's sword of light. This was very fun. Namaste.